Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding yourself in a completely different world. You step outside, and suddenly, you've traveled 100 years into the past. People are dressed in old-fashioned clothes, horses and carriages fill the streets, and there's no internet or cell phones. Or, the opposite happens. You push a button and jump to the year 2500, where flying cars, AI-controlled cities, and maybe even humans living on Mars are a reality. Is time travel really possible? Today, we're diving into the mysteries of time travel, the science behind it, and why it hasn't happened yet. Are you ready? Let's begin. What is time, and can we change it? First, we need to understand what time actually is. In our daily lives, we measure time in hours, days, and years. But in physics, time is much more complex. According to Albert Einstein's theory of relativity, time is not fixed. It can change based on speed and gravity. For example, imagine two people. One is on Earth, and the other is traveling through space at a speed close to the speed of light. The person in space would experience time much more slowly than the one on Earth. If they return after a few years in space, they might find that hundreds of years have passed on Earth, while they themselves have barely aged. What does this mean? It means that traveling into the future is scientifically possible. If we had a spaceship fast enough, we could travel forward in time and return to see the future. Can we travel to the past? Traveling to the future is scientifically possible. But what about going back in time? This is where things get tricky. Scientists believe that time flows in one direction, forward. To travel to the past, we would need to reverse this flow. There are a few theories that suggest how this might work. Wormholes. Theoretically, wormholes could bend space and time, allowing people to travel from one point to another. If a wormhole could connect two different points in time, it could create a time machine. Black holes. Some scientists believe that if we could orbit around a black hole at the right speed, we might be able to travel back in time. However, getting too close to a black hole would likely destroy us. Time loops. Certain theories suggest that time could bend in a way that creates a loop, allowing us to revisit the past. But exactly how this would work is still a mystery. Time travel paradoxes. Why changing the past is dangerous. Even if we could go back in time, it might cause serious problems. One of the biggest issues is the grandfather paradox. Imagine you travel back in time and prevent your grandfather from meeting your grandmother. That means your parents would never be born, and neither would you. But if you were never born, how could you have traveled back in time in the first place? This paradox suggests that changing the past might be impossible. Or if we do change it, it could create a new parallel universe. Some scientists believe that if time travel is possible, any changes we make in the past would create an alternate reality, meaning we would never return to our original timeline. Will we have time machines in the future? Right now, we don't have the technology to build a time machine, but future advancements might make it possible. If we develop spaceships that can travel close to the speed of light, people could visit the future. But here's an interesting question. If time travel is possible in the future, why haven't we met any time travelers yet? There are a few possible explanations. Time travel hasn't been invented yet. Time travelers exist, but they are hiding their presence. If time travel is real, it might only allow travel to the future, not the past. People who travel back in time might be entering parallel universes, not our own past. These possibilities show how mysterious and exciting the idea of time travel really is. Final thoughts. What does the future hold? As science continues to advance, maybe one day time machines will become real. We already know that traveling to the future is theoretically possible, but going back to the past remains a challenge. So, what do you think? Would you rather visit the past or see the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more exciting videos. See you in the next one.